Hey, hey, Moyo, everywhere we go. This is Spread Positive Energy, episode 11. We're talking about making positive change, constructive change in our life and in the lives of others around us. And this week we're talking about crushing it. We want to make positive change, constructive change. We want to just crush it in that activity. And we use the acronym CRUSH, C-R-U-S-H. The C we talked about yesterday, celebrate small victories. I told you about Miss Horse Chief raising up the certificate saying celebrate all those small victories. They all lead to big victories. So celebrate them every day. The second letter, the R, stands for responsibility. We have got to take responsibility for our actions, for our thoughts, for our words. When we learn to do that, we will change our thought process and we'll change our mindset. And here's what I mean. There's been times before when I've done something or said something that I regret. Maybe it was negative, maybe shed negativity on others. And I've got to make a choice. Either I'm going to act like it never happened, sweep it under the rug, ignore it, or I'm going to take responsibility for it. Now, if I ignore it and I sweep it under the rug, the feelings that come to me are guilt and shame. And I can't think of very many worse negative feelings than guilt and shame. We think we can hide it. We think we can push it out of our mind, but it affects us. It poisons our thoughts and poisons our mind. But if I decide to be a little bit different and take responsibility for what I said or what I did, step up and change by going to people and saying, hey, that was my fault. I did that. I take responsibility and I'm going to do better. I'm going to change the way I think, the way I do things. When I take responsibility, instead of being plagued with guilt and shame, what will eventually happen is we'll feel pride in the fact that we stood up for the truth. That we stood up, even though we were wrong, we stood up to it. We're acknowledging it. And we're going to make a change. When others see that, it motivates them. And it motivates us. So if we're going to crush it, if we're going to build positive change, if we're going to spread positive energy, be constructive in our mindset and our thoughts, we've got to take responsibility. We all fall short. We all trip up. One of my favorite quotes was from Pope Benedict when he said, we all get our feet dirty as we walk in life. We all need our feet washed at some point or another. So when we learn to step up and take responsibility, it changes everyone. And that's how we crush it. That's how we make the most of every opportunity. And we don't waste it. So celebrate the small victories. Take responsibility for your actions and your words. And let's crush this. And Moyo everywhere we go.